my family too, my mom was a nurse, so she wasn't always around on like the specific holiday days. So we had to have traditions
Mhm.
that were more flexible. We couldn't be like, this is the thing we do every Christmas, because sometimes my mom wasn't there on Christmas because nurses don't get the
Oh,
holidays off like a lot of
yeah.
other jobs.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. And you just build it around what your family
Yes.
does. I know my kids, and Kelsey, you brought up the orange sticky buns
Yes,
as
that's a
symbols of
great
the
idea.
solstice and the sun. But my kids know that beignets are New Year's Eve or New Year's morning. They expect them. I have to make beignets from scratch, and it's the caramel rolls or sticky buns on Christmas morning.
Yes.
and and so yeah, and I'm stuck to that tradition now, like we talked about earlier. And I will be reminded if I don't make them.
Yes.
So think carefully about those.
And when you're creating a family, right? It's kind of when you're married, like your spouse brings in their own traditions too. So you have to figure out how
Yes.
you're gonna blend and meld those traditions. My husband comes from
Mhm.
a very strong Dutch background, and for them, it's
Oh.
oliebollen on New Year's. And so
Mm.
I had never even heard of an oliebollen when we got married. Like what in the world is the oliebollen? It's just like a donut thing, like so many cultures have, and it also has raisins
Mm.
in it and powdered sugar and all of that. But I was like, I don't even know what
Yeah.
this is, but it's an important part of the tradition for him.
Mhm. Right. Yeah. And just as we, have friends and involved in our traditions and embracing those, or maybe, you live in a very culturally diverse neighborhood,
Yes.
teaching your kids how your neighbors celebrate Christmas could even be a whole unit study.
Yes, for
Go around, have conversations like Melissa was talking about, or if you visit nursing homes, I know people don't do that as much now after COVID. Or if you have those opportunities to talk to the older generation about what they did during the
yes.
holiday seasons and how that's changed. And yeah,
And
there's
sometimes too, around Christmas time, if you are religious, sometimes different churches will have Christmas services that are entirely in another language when maybe they don't have the resources to do that the rest of the year. So that's another
mhm.
opportunity that you might be able to look for. Um, and of course, it's different if you're studying the language, but sometimes even just going and listening and watching can be a really interesting experience. Of course, be
Right.
respectful, right? If you are
Mm,
observing somebody else's cultural traditions, it's important to
mhm.
be respectful in your watching and
Yeah.
everything like that. So, but there are lots of opportunities. I think around the holidays, people are willing to share what it
Yeah.
is that makes
Yeah.
the holidays special and important to them. Um,
Mhm.
so sometimes it's just somebody invites you to something, and
Yeah.
normally maybe you would say no, but then maybe this year you take them up on the offer, even if
Mhm.
it's not like anything you've experienced before.